Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. PDAC 2018. It's the fourth day and we are in the morning. It's unfortunately the last day. But last but not least, we have here Firesteel Resources, a fantastic and very interesting mining company doing something which is not really daily business, I would say, because they want to reopen and restart the Laiva mine in Finland. And so they have purchased the mine, they have purchased all the equipment, and they are ready to rumble, I would say. Michael, good morning.
That's great. Good morning, Jochen. Good to be with you.
Yeah, good to have you here, and thanks for being here at your booth. So, Firesteel Resources, we spoke the last time, I think it's approximately 4 or 5 months ago, I would say.
That's correct, yeah.
A lot of good things happened. Maybe you can elaborate a little bit what happened.
Good. Well, last time we spoke, we had 60% of the project tied up. We hadn't got the financing in place. So the financing came in, we got $20 million as a gold forward sale, and we've issued 58 million shares, and we now actually own 100% of Firesteel. So everything you see behind us in the picture here is fully owned, the mill, the mine, and all the equipment.
Fantastic, great. Before we come to your beautiful project, gold forward sale, what have you done the forward sale? Can you specify a little bit maybe?
Well, the gold forward sale is essentially what you're doing is you're selling gold that you don't have, and of course that means that you have to sell it at a discount. So we have sold it at a predetermined discount at today's price. I can't disclose exactly what the amount is, but there's 67,000 ounces that we have forward sold. So we will have to deliver that to Pandion, and they will buy it at a discount from us. We will pay, we will still make a profit on it, but it will be a discounted amount. And that's not due, by the way, for 17 months from December when it was actually put in our bank.
So that means you have enough time to ramp up the mine, to set up everything, to go in commercial production.
Well, we're expecting to be into commercial production by August this year.
That fast then?
Yeah,
wow.
if nothing goes wrong, we should be in production by August. And the other good thing that we have is that the Finnish government has granted us the 80 million euro tax loss that was there. So we will not be paying much tax for the next little while. So that's a very good thing. And that will help us with our cash flow and the bottom line. And of course, that will be the thing that actually affects the share price. Because as a producer, people are interested in cash flow, not know what's in the ground or anything like that.
Absolutely, that's right. Cash flow. That's a good keyword. What do you think you can expect from the production start? Let's say by August, September we name it, and then what can you do month by month? Because it takes always time to ramp it up.
I'm very limited in what I can actually tell you because we do not have a PEA yet. That will be out by the end of March. But what I can tell you is that we have there are about 600,000 ounces in the ground, and we have a 7-year mine life. So you can do the calculations.
Yeah. Okay.
And a good percentage of those sales will, sorry, let me step back from that. Only about 20% of those sales will be discounted. So,
exactly, yeah.
So in order to pay Pandion, but that doesn't start until, as I say, 18 months, so essentially May, June next year.
Yeah, that means on the one hand you secured your financing that you can even start. On the other hand, you're not killing the upside because 89% of your production is still let's say unhedged and fully leveraged or exposed to a hopefully rising gold price.
we're fully financed to production, and as a result of that, we don't need to raise any more money right now. We will raise money later for exploration. There's a big exploration upside, and we want to prove some of that. We are currently drilling, and we've done about 1,000 meters of infill drilling because we'd like to convert some of the indicated and inferred resources to measured and indicated.
Yeah, that makes really sense. Okay, super. How large is the land package?
The land package, there's 1,700 hectares that's fully permitted for mining, and there's about another 4,500 hectares that is permitted for exploration. And there are 3 exploration properties. 2 are within 2.5–3 kilometers of the mine, and another one's 12 kilometers away. And the work that we've done there is essentially bedrock sampling, and the gold grades are equivalent to what we have had at the pits. So we're very optimistic that there's a significant amount more gold to be found in those areas.
Great. So how much land do you use by now for, let's say, the existing mining plan?
It's about 1,700 hectares.
Okay, well, that's less than half.
Yeah.
Gee, there's still lots of room for exploration and hopefully exciting discoveries.
Yeah, and by the way, The other thing is that there's a lot of open land around us where there are no claims or anything like that. It's farmland, so it's not like we're sitting next to mining land that's already been claimed by a lot of people. So there are opportunities to acquire other properties close by. So we can feed the mill with gold from other areas as well.
Fantastic. Coming back to the production, is it gold only, or you have maybe some other bycredits?
There is some silver in there as well, but we will be reporting in gold equivalent ounces. We're not going to be really looking at the silver.
Okay, fantastic. If I compare this now, I mean, if I look all of that, I think I read in your presentation over 220 million euros were overall invested in the whole project. And then I look at your market cap and I'm wondering, wow, if I look at the replacement value, 80 million tax credits, that's ridiculous.
We are very, very undervalued. We've had some research done by Fundamental Research, and that was done at when we had a 60% ownership, and they said the share price should be 25 cents. We're currently trading at around 10 cents, so we're extremely undervalued. The replacement cost alone and you know, is way over our current market cap. The tax loss is worth more than our current market cap.
Exactly, yeah.
And the gold in the ground. Yeah. So it's you know, there's no accounting for why this is happening. We believe though that once we have the PEA out and we start production, that should have a major, there should be major catalyst to the share price.
Yeah, it looks to me a little bit like the only bottleneck or last hurdle you have is start a production and show the world that there's gold coming out of this beautiful equipment, right?
Well, that's correct. And the other interesting thing is this thing did produce gold. It produced 3,000 to 4,000 ounces a month when it was in production. So it's not like, you know, is there gold there? It's largely de-risked. There's very little that hasn't been de-risked. There's no financial risk. There's very little geological risk. There is a little bit of operational risk, but there always is. You can't completely de-risk something.
That's normal, so but it's mining, it's adventure.
That's right. That's right. So we're convinced that you know, people who are involved in the project now, who are invested now, will see some upside. But what that will be and when that'll happen, we just have to be patient.
Absolutely. So I would suggest you start on delivering, and we keep the audience updated.
We're working on that, and you know, if you want to sign up for our news releases so that people can actually follow what's going on, go to firesteelresources.com, sign up there, and we'll make sure that you get all the information you need.
Yeah, I did that already.
Good. Good.
Great. Then, Michael, thank you very much for the interview, and all the best. And I want to see gold from August on here, right?
Well, I can show you some gold right now that came out of here previously.
Yeah, and when the gold is coming out of this beautiful plant, I will come to Finland.
We will invite you. We will invite you for the first pour.
Super, I love that. That's a great idea. Good. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it was Michael Hepworth, the CEO of Firesteel Resources, and you heard it. You see it in the background here. This beautiful equipment, the beautiful plant. Everything is there. Everything is ready for takeoff. The team is bringing this mine in production by August. They wanna pour the first gold. Hopefully, I will be there also then and film that for you. But also, if I look at the numbers and the valuation of the company, it's quite seldom that you find such a really undervalued asset here. Even if you take the replacement value, the tax loss, or the tax deduction, they can also use for the from the Finnish government. And so for that, I would suggest check out the company. Don't forget, Fundamental Research brought out a research with 25 cents price target. It's also even interesting. They see it very different. And yeah, thanks for watching us. Bye-bye from Toronto.